This is Phil Bell on the Daily Mojo with your morning update. Let's have a conversation about pop culture today, specifically the dating show Love is Blind. Now, there's a contestant, Sarah Carton, who was all set to apparently marry this guy, Ben Mazenga. But what happened? Sarah gets to the altar and says no. Then she gets back in the car and tells the people there, her mother and her sister, that, well, it turns out he didn't have an opinion on Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry, I meant Black Lives Matter. And she watched a sermon from his church, and his church believed in traditional sexuality. And oh, by the way, he wasn't a big fan of the COVID vaccine. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. He was declined not because he's a Trump supporter like me, and not because he said that he doesn't support same-sex marriage or otherwise, but just simply because he's not on the same wavelength with respect to far-left crazy foolishness. Now, why am I telling you this? First of all, because I want to remind you how important it is to be involved in pop culture. We don't have to live the pop culture, but we have to at least understand what's going on, because if we know about it and we're able to converse with others about it, they will take us seriously when we want to talk to them about politics and our views. And the second reason is I want to remind you how insane the far left is and why we've got to do everything we can to keep our current political momentum going. Because after all, had crazy Kamala Harris and tampon Tim Walz won last November, we would be experiencing that during our entire lives and not just on a low-rated reality dating show. And for all the success that we've had thus far, we're not yet far enough away that we can stop worrying. And quite frankly, as Americans, we can never stop worrying about someone trying to take our freedom either directly through politics, either by force, or through the culture. So what I want you to do is leave a message in the comments. Let us know what you think. And I want you to download the Daily Mojo smartphone app and enable notifications. That way you'll be up to date on the latest craziness and good stuff coming out of Washington, D.C. and in pop culture, and you'll know how to share it with others. We'll see you down the line, and thanks for choosing the Daily Mojo.
Phil Bell's Morning Update is only on the Daily Mojo.com.